What up, my fellow retro enthusiasts? Welcome out to the Retrobit preview stream for Battletoads Double Dragon and R.C. Pro-Am 2. I am your guest host. My name is Ryan, aka IceStrike256, and I run Arcades Games over on YouTube and stream on Twitch as well. So, glad to be here once again to showcase off some awesome Retrobit re-releases. I love these re-releases for multiple reasons. And, yeah, Battletoads Double Dragon Game Boy Edition is going to be our start-off game today. And joining me once again to share this all with you is Andy from Retrobit. So always glad to get to chat about games with Andy.
Hello. Good morning to everybody. Hope everyone's enjoying their Friday so far.
Hold up 1 second. My computer decided to change the audio sources once again. So there we go. Now let's give that a try.
Okay. Yes. Am I coming through? All right.
Ooh,
yeah. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Excited to check these games out.
There we go. All right. So the benefits or the wonderful things about live streaming is that sometimes you have everything set up the night before, and the next day it just decides to go crazy on you. But we're going to go ahead and lead off this Battletoads Double Dragon sequence with a little show and tell here. So
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Okay. My bad. Once again, live streaming. Just absolutely love it so much. When you change a couple of things on the fly and forget to check mark one box. But anyway, let's go ahead and repeat that. So show and tell on Battletoads Double Dragon here. So this is using the magnetic lock or magnetic box that was introduced with Avenging Spirit. And it's a near final production sample, but as you can see, it's already looking really nice. We've got lots of gloss going on here with all the characters, embossing on the text, and I'm a big fan of embossing. And then we've got logos along the sides. And then, of course, just some awesome weapon decals here on the back for the characters in the game. And the final one will likely come with the plastic outer shell, like other Retrobit re-releases, and then that outer slip cover here that kind of gives us more details about the game. Those aren't on hand at the moment, so we'll have to take a look at those in an unboxing in the future. But opening it up, this is again not final yet, but you can see we've got just the wonderful concept artwork going on here. Got more logos, and then of course a certificate of authenticity is going to be included inside the box, and this is just a placeholder one for now, but gives an idea of what to expect when this launches later this year. So now for a quick look at the cartridge, this is a production sample shell, but we've got glossy label with embossed logo, and then of course Retrobit up there at the top. So looks really clean. This green is really nice. So I think it's the same as the Super Nintendo version of the green. But yeah, nice. And then we're gonna drop it. But yeah, so this one is again just a production shell. There's no PCB in this one, unfortunately. Game is still being made, so we can't demo it on actual cartridge today. I was hoping to, but oh well. And then, of course, full color instruction booklet and wonderful artwork once again of the game, followed on the back by just some frog skin. I'm guessing, but it is all full color instruction, so it's just everything you could hope out of an instruction manual for classic gaming here. And I mean, who isn't a fan of this? Like, we get story content, characters, levels, gameplay, how to play. Like, who doesn't love old school manuals? And then, of course, items. And yeah, just super informative stuff like the old days, and you gotta love it. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is a big part of why I love retro re-releases too, because it's so hard to get complete in-box games with manuals these days at a price that doesn't make you need to sell a kidney.
Isn't that the truth?
Oh man. So, just a lot of attention to detail put into this stuff, and I, as a consumer, am drawn to that sort of detail, so I really do appreciate it. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the game. We'll check out RC Pro M2 when we get into that segment of stream.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go. Battletoads Double Dragon. So I have it paused on the title screen here real quick so you can just appreciate that there's a lot of people that have rights to this game.
Yes.
Got Rare, Microsoft, Arc System Works. Oh gosh, okay. So, minefield of licenses to work through to get this going here, and that is just absolutely great. Anyway, welcome everyone in chat once again now that Show and Tell is done. It is great to see some familiar faces here that have been in Retrobit streams before. Sorry about the muting again. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the game. So, the release date is going to be later this year, Brucer, but pre-orders end on Sunday, I believe. So it is a one-and-done run.
Yeah, we're expecting probably late summer, so like around August, potentially, for the actual arrival date.
All right, so are we playing as a Battletoad or a Double Dragon, chat? Who do we want to see?
Lock in your votes now.
Yes, lock them in. Let's hear them.
But going back to the title screen you're talking about, that's one of the main changes besides the licensing. The original game actually has an unskippable, probably like 6-second long splash screen. I think it was the old Trade West logo and stuff like that. But obviously with the new licensing, we went ahead and cut that off and put everything on the title screen. So now you can get into the game pretty quick.
Yeah, it loads up really nice and fast. So, all right. So Wiz, we're gonna have to go with Jimmy on this one today. I'm not not feeling the Toad for whatever reason.
Yeah, as far as like differences between the characters, it's very much just like toads and the dragons are just a little bit different. The toads have more damaging smash attacks, and then the dragons are a little bit faster.
So,
and there's benefits to both.
So it's pretty cool how faithful this feels to the original NES version of Battletoads Double Dragon as well, being the other 8-bit version of the game that's available. Obviously, you get 4 shades of green on actual original Game Boy hardware, or if you have Game Boy Color, you get some alternate color palettes you could choose from, but it plays very similarly to the NES game. And obviously it's a beat 'em up, so you just go in and destroy all opponents. So I'm not remembering this quite as well about the NES version. Were the levels broken up into segments like they are on the Game Boy version? It's been too long since I played the NES version.
Kinda. I believe like the first stage is just one stage, but then like stage 2 and beyond, you get stage 2A, 2B. There's usually 2 parts to it. I think the last... What's the one that has the shooter one? That one I think has 3 sections.
Oh, that's right. These guys. You got to jump up and just start bashing them before they shoot you.
You can actually hit them as they spawn, which is kind of on the Game Boy. You can't do that on the NES, I don't think.
There's one thing that I always found funny about Battletoads and Double Dragon, and It's that the enemies kind of respect you in this game, and like they never try to tag team you. Like you start beating up one, the other one will just kind of hang back and wait for you to be done killing his buddy. And that's very
Yeah,
uncharacteristic for a beat 'em up game, especially of the era, and especially compared to
that's due to limitations of the sprites and the actions the sprites can take. So you won't see more than 2 enemies on the screen, and like you said, only one of them will ever actively engage you. There are some hard-coded enemies that throw stuff at you from afar, and those can engage you, so you might get 2v1 by them.
Yeah.
But for the most part, at least that you won't get that until like you get to stage 3, where you got the guys that throw bottles at you and stuff like that.
Yeah. And of course, this wouldn't be a Battletoads game without some sort of turbo tunnel segment, which we will get to as soon as we're done with a couple of segments here. But thankfully, it's not as brutal as the original NES Battletoads. Otherwise, that's where we would be ending our stream because no one would ever be able to beat it. Wait, what? Yeah, I love
work has its own thing to it.
But yeah, so I mean, Game Boy game, we're getting pretty good animations out of the sprite work here. And again, there's not a lot of sprite flickering happening. It's keeping well within its hardware limits, which is really nice. Oh, I thought he was disappearing on us, but he was just hurt. Get out of here. Come on. There you go.
Yeah, the Game Boy version has a little animation canceling thing that might happen sometimes if you're about to do like a smash attack or whatever you want to call the dragon attacks. If you press a jump or a movement just before it lands, you can cancel it, which it can be annoying sometimes, but if you want to get out of the way of fire,
Ooh, there we go. That was a good hit. Yeah, I don't think I've had that happen too often. We'll see if we could get it to happen. Oh, look at that. We died. Beautiful. I was a little too greedy on this guy. We need to let him come to us.
Yep.
All right, come on. Bring it on, buddy. There we go. There we go. All right, so as you saw, we hit a little level break there. And now we got more hands to deal with. This guy's getting handsy, man.
Yep.
All right, there we go. But Wiz says the SNES version was the first version that introduced him to both Battletoads and Double Dragon. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that's probably a good introduction because, again, the original NES version of Battletoads is pretty brutal to newcomers. I think I got started on the Sega Genesis version of Battletoads, playing that co-op with a friend, and like it's still pretty difficult. Ooh, we got nailed.
I got a nostalgia trip for you. I was introduced to Battletoads from a really old TV show about video games.
Oh, nice.
I think it was called Video Power. And it was, I think it was West Coast only, and it would air at like 6 in the morning here.
Oh,
and
man.
Basically, you know how Nick Arcade worked? Like, you know, they make people run through sections on a timer and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
They were the first ones to do it. It was, and like, you had 3 contestants, and they would have to run through like a stage. And they did that with Battletoads very often. And the winner would actually end up having to play against the host, which is like, that was really cool. And very few times did the host ever lose.
Yeah, I think that speaks to it too, that they actually had hosts that would actually play the game. Alright, so this level is really fun to play as one of the Battletoads because you actually like beat them into the ground when you finish attacking them.
Yeah.
And so like we're just giving them a nice butt kick right now, which is hilarious. Because typically I do play as one of the Battletoads, which is kind of why I'm glad one of the Double Dragon won today in our vote, but it's very curious to see the differences that they put in the actual animations and gameplay. Like, there's a lot of unique stuff about this. And again, being a Game Boy game, like, I always underestimate Game Boy stuff. It's like I love my Game Boy, but I always underestimate it. I start playing something on it, it's like, oh man, this is crazy.
Yeah, some companies did the most on very little. Oh, Pogo Stick Attack.
Yep,
Cool.
that one's fun. But yeah, so
that also is a tribute also to the way Rare was with Nintendo, because when they got their start, I think they were previously called Ultimate Play the Game when they were in they are based out of the UK. They still are. But basically, they were developing on European PC consoles, the Amstrad and ZX Spectrum and stuff like that. Commodore 64 was big over there as well. And they got wind that Nintendo had this Famicom console, so the the company heads were like imported one or a few, and they actually reverse engineered it, and then they told Nintendo about it. Nintendo went over to check them out. I think it was Minoru Arakawa, who ended up being president of Nintendo of America later on. He saw them. He's like, "All right, you guys are talented as heck. We're gonna sign you up." And basically, they became essentially a second-party developer for Nintendo, and they got first dibs on like all the early consoles. Like they were pretty big on the launch of the back then Ultra 64, but ended up being the N64 hardware. So they made a lot of classic games on the NES up until they got bought out by Microsoft. But even then, like too many franchises that they created, people look upon and regard very highly. Donkey Kong Country, Killer Instinct. Even the earlier titles are pretty big on like what was it, Snake Rattle and Roll. I remember Captain Skyhawk. That was awesome. Saber Wolf, Night Lore, for the classic old ones.
see, that's what's funny. Rare Replay came out in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And it was playing the ZX Spectrum games that I was really enjoying out of that compilation. So yeah, Saber Wolf and that trilogy was
Yep.
It was very interesting to me. Like I got really used to the way ZX Spectrum games were looking for a while. So then when I finally got to the NES games, I was like, whoa, there's so much more colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very, very interesting hardware. Like a lot of us in North America, I know we have a global audience right now, but like those of us in North America, like ZX Spectrum was not a thing. Not really. And so it's just, it was fun to play them. Like in this, especially seeing what people were able to do with them. Again, going back to those hardware limitations, like I think hardware limitations really span more creativity personally.
Yeah, and like you said, with the hardware limitations for Battletoads Double Dragon, I think we spoke about this in the stream that we did for the NES version. They pretty much did the same thing. They used the base Battletoads game and pretty much put the Double Dragons in it, and a lot of the gameplay from that NES version is now present in this version, the Game Boy version. Sprite work, collision, controls, everything is pretty much one-to-one with the NES version. Just some animations are made simpler, some sprites are drawn smaller, some obviously difficulty has been dropped down a bit to make it more usable. Like notice the speeder bike section is going about the snail's pace.
Yep, it does speed up a little bit, but not much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's just limitations of the Game Boy hardware, but even still, like the fact that it's on a Game Boy, like there aren't any other beat 'em ups that I can think of that run smoothly and are essentially a full game on the Game Boy console itself.
Oof. Now comes the worst part, though. The enemies in this section destroy you instantly. Like even if you are able to land the hits on them, they kind of just iframe through them a bit, and I will not be surprised to lose about 5 lives here. Like this is one of the roughest sections, and it's not even from the avoiding obstacles like in NES Battletoads. It's just these guys will destroy you, and that's how it works. Like look at that, like they hit you 3 times and you're pretty much gone.
Yeah. It's the same on the other versions too, but it's reasonably more difficult on the Game Boy.
Yeah, I have a lot more trouble with this segment on Game Boy than I do on the NES version. It's funny to me that I really enjoy the NES version so much, since it's obviously the 8-bit version over the 16-bit version, but it's like, I don't know, whenever I play this game, I always tend to put in the NES version. Something about the colors, like, it just... It's got an appeal. But we got past that group of guys, and as I said, we lost like 5 lives right there. That was not good. Alright, so now we got to deal with Rat Boy. And I like how it says fight in the background. It's just great.
Fight.
Oh, okay. I see you. I see you. Get out of here. So if you double tap forward to kind of run, you do your nice little super kick. There we go. Oh, he just jumps around and I'm missing like crazy. This is okay. It's okay. We're just gonna take the L on this level. It was not a good level.
You got a chance.
Go. So it is possible to get him in a nice little stun lock, but I am not getting the timing right on this right now. There we go. Oh, missed him again.
Oh.
Not yet. I think we have to hit him like a couple more times.
Oh no,
I am not doing great at all.
Last chance? Yep.
There we go. There we go. Okay, so we lost 7 lives in that segment, so we're just not going to talk about that. It's okay.
And the smack talk continues.
Yeah, you gotta love it. It's one of those trademarks of the franchise, really. I haven't played the new Battletoads game that came out a couple years ago on Xbox yet. I've been meaning to, it's just things have not lined up quite the way I need them to.
I heard it was pretty difficult.
Well, I would hope so, being a successor to Battletoads. I mean, that's kind of what the franchise is known for. Fair or not. Oh, let's not pay attention to the ceiling. That was good. Alright, so this turret will just shoot at you for a bit, and then you can jump up here and grab it. There we go. And now this part right here is... it took a while to figure out how to activate the rope, unfortunately.
Select, if I remember correctly.
If you stand in the right spot and just press B, it typically activates. But
yeah.
I was just jumping into the pit expecting the rope to activate when I first played this version. I was like, oh, wait. That's wrong. Alright.
Oh yeah, don't forget, we do have a giveaway going on for each title. If you're in chat, click on that link for the Gleam giveaway.
There we go.
And then 24 hours after the stream once the stream is over, we'll pick 2 winners. So, have a chance at owning the game for free if you don't get your pre-orders in. Otherwise, pre-orders close on Sunday-ish. And we're expecting arrival for the games probably around late summer, August area. And once it's done, it's done.
All right. That's okay. That's okay. We'll start fresh here. It's worth it. There is... one thing I discovered while working on this playthrough, that playing as one of the Battletoads, when you have to continue on this level, it like spawns the screen over here, but you still have to fight those 2 enemies, and then the screen will go back.
Oh, that's interesting.
But it didn't happen with Jimmy right here, so it's a Toad special. But gotta love prototypes. All right. So, make this look a little less embarrassing this time around, huh?
You got this.
I just remember our Hammering Harry stream, where the most difficult part of the game, like, for whatever reason, just blew through that in half the time it should have taken, and yet one of the easiest parts of that stream got trolled into oblivion. Like, it was good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the type of gameplay I like to deliver for people.
Yeah, it's always a struggle sometimes on the simpler parts.
Alright, so let's get that rope up there and swing right across.
Oh, this doesn't have the electrical hazards, that's right.
Yeah, probably one of the little Game Boy limitations going, oh no. Okay, for some reason I thought we would be okay there. Alright, so again, these guys shoot about 3 times, and then... Alright, I said this was going to be less embarrassing, but apparently I'm just full of it. Anyway. Could have used that about 2 seconds ago. But yeah, it still cracks me up how... I know it's a hardware limitation, but just having them stand there and watch me beat up their friend just, like, never gets old to me. It's just so hilarious.
Once he's done with them, they're gonna go after me. What do I do?
Alright. Yeah, gotta be careful of those smashers, otherwise you will lose 2 health.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and we do have electrical hazards coming up and down the wall here.
Those are saw blades?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what they should be, but considering they're flashing, it makes them look like electric hazards.
Yeah, careful.
But yeah, this part is more difficult because you have to kind of do it like a rappelling section, because you can't just scroll all the way across the screen like you can in other sections. So you kind of have to
kick off the wall.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't kick off all the wall. There you go.
Can keep kicking to keep yourself over there, and I completely forgot about that. Could have saved ourselves alive there.
Nice. Oh, they do have the electrical hazards. You have to hit the switch.
Yes. There we go. Alright, so we got ourselves back 2 lives now. That was nice. Got score and a 1-up. So I'll take the generosity it gave me right there. It was not deserved.
Mm.
But yes, over on my own channel, I've actually been doing a number of Spider-Man beat-em-ups lately. So Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage. This is far more enjoyable.
Yeah, less repetitive deaths.
But yeah, this is a really fun way to experience the game, honestly. Like, again, a lot of limitations just from being a Game Boy game, but it's still fun. It's still enjoyable. It's still the game as it's supposed to be. And if you want the more difficult experience, of course, you go for the NES or SNES version. And there was a Genesis version of this game as well, correct?
Yes. SNES, NES, Game Boy, and Genesis were the 4 ports.
Yeah,
no, there was another one too.
Jumped full gung-ho into that instead of grabbing the fence. Grab the fence. No? I guess we do the rope. Okay. We'll just ignore that happened. Guessing that was another rope segment, and I just wasn't paying enough attention because the fence was there, so I thought for sure we would just go on the fence. Oh, it's just so great. Just thanks for letting me beat up your teammates. It's wonderful.
They have honor, I guess.
Yeah, they just want to have one-on-one fights. They don't want to have this nonsense of team-ups. But Retrobit has done a number of beat 'em ups with Battletoads Double Dragon, so NES, SNES version so far, now Game Boy version. And then Undercover Cops was one of the earlier games.
Yes. That was by Irem. First time released in North America. And translated. And that kind of... I think, like...
You do go on the fence. See, I knew you went on the fence, so I don't know why it wouldn't let me on earlier. I guess the screen scrolled too far over.
Perhaps.
Oh, that knockback, though.
Oh, that's a Castlevania jump back.
Yeah, that was brutal. Okay, I went a little too far there because I wanted to time that jump better, or run through better, but did not matter. I still took damage, and we'll just take the iframes to get through it. We're just damage boosting all. Oh no. So as you can see, like, there's plenty of stage hazards to deal with here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the game's still a big challenge, despite being a Game Boy game. What? That hit you?
Yeah, I don't know how that hit me, but you know, I just don't ask questions at this point. We'll just move on, you know, just move on. We'll take it, get through it. There we are. But yeah, level 3 is... I don't know, level 3 is kind of like the make it or break it point in this game for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's longer than the previous levels have been so far, and there's just a lot more environmental hazards that you need to deal with, such as that.
There's a lot of stuff that shows up off the screen, and it's really tough to stay in the middle safely.
And sometimes that's a hazard in its own right. Like, that's...
Mm-hmm.
It's an old school game. Like, it operates like an old school game, which is what you would expect because it's from that era.
And like so many other old school games, you have to deal with, if you want to own it, it's almost near impossible nowadays. Prices for all four Battletoads Double Dragon ports have been like going up, and it's been difficult trying to figure out exactly why. The best thing that I've been able to come with through all the research and looking up all these auctions and reviews and commentaries, like, it's in general, it was outside of this SNES version, like the other ports were pretty much very limited in their runs originally. Even the Game Boy one kind of just went like under the radar.
I pressed down on accident.
Oops. Yeah, despite it being a Game Boy game, like, it's a full game. Like, you can get a lot out of this game. So a lot of collectors tend to value like longer games on the Game Boy, at least.
Yeah.
So you'll be burning through cash trying to get like a copy yourself. Like, complete in box nowadays will run you a few hundred, almost even to 1,000. So it's kind of crazy in that respect.
Yeah, unfortunately, we did blow through 7 lives in that tunnel segment, as I mentioned earlier, just because the enemies can just do so much devastating damage to you.
Hey, we said it was a speedrun. We didn't say it was deathless.
There we go. All right. Oh, okay, so now we're on the conveyor. That's right. So we got to be careful about this. Get through, and it's just ready for you.
Yeah, it's pretty sinister in the way the level is set up here.
Oh no. There we go.
Yep, look, you have to punch it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh no. And we're done. All right, so we're gonna take the continue on that one again as well. Like I said, level 3 is kind of the make it or break it point, just because of all of its hazards and length.
I think you get one more continue.
Yeah, I'm on my last one now, I believe.
Mm-hmm. What these birds are doing in the middle of this massive factory, who knows?
I mean, there's just an open sky hatch, and they're just hanging out. And they're just very territorial. They decided to make this their home, so, you know, we're just kind of intruding upon it. And they don't appreciate it. All right, so if we go on the wall there, we are able to move just a... I know it's there, and I still run into it. Oh, it did not let me turn around very quickly on that one.
Yeah, I recommend D-pad tapping if you can.
Yeah. Well, or we could just not tap fast enough. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. We'll embarrass ourselves a bit here. And that's the thing, too. It's like, I have played through this game fully before today.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now we got stuff falling from the ceiling. What does that mean?
Who's the boss in this one? Roper?
If so? Oh, jeez. I don't think we're gonna luck out with another double one up here to keep us sane. Got one. Fight!
Oh yeah, Roper has a gun. I think he's like one of the few boss. Actually, no, he is the only boss with a gun.
And I like how he just runs up and punches you with it anyway.
Yeah, and then he just stands afar like he's gonna shoot, and he doesn't sometimes.
He got me even though I was way above him a lot of it. So yeah, thankfully, again, as long as you can avoid that initial attack, you can get a lot of good damage on him. It's just the hitboxes in this game are typical old school game hitboxes where you're going to get nailed from a million miles away. Which is kind of why I was hoping to have another extra life here. But that's okay. Because, yeah, quite a bit of hitbox jank. I'm not going to criticize the game for that. It's a product of its time. There we go. Because it works both ways. Like, as you can see right there, we got him with a really long hitbox as well. Oh, let's not turn around. So, yes. As long as you can keep him relatively out of your range, you can take that to your advantage.
Yeah, also, stutter step attacks are pretty effective against bosses.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that is game over. So we're going to try that again. And hopefully not suck in the tunnel as much. But like I said, those enemies are devastating in the tunnel.
Yep. So yeah, you get 3 continues.
Alright, let's go ahead and show off some Toad gameplay now.
There you go.
That's the whole reason why we wanted to die. We wanted to show off both gameplay styles here. What is everyone's favorite rare release? Conker's Bad Fur Day is still one of your favorites from Retro Gamer Chris. I am a big fan of, obviously, GoldenEye. I'm more of a shooter guy, so GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Jet Force Gemini on N64 were always my preferred. Unfortunately, Jet Force Gemini is also a collectathon of death, so I've never actually completed the full game. I've gotten to the first, Mizox fight, and then when you have to go through and do all the collectible villager stuff, it's like, alright, and now I'm done. So unfortunately, I've never been as big of a fan of the traditional favorite rare games like Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong. And it always stuns people to hear me say that. It's like, nope, I'm not the biggest fan of those games. That's kind of why I like Conker so much, because it's a nice rare platformer without the collectathon aspect. Not to mention being funny as heck.
Yeah, it's also funny to hear about how pressed for time they were when making Conker. that it kind of became a fourth wall breaking game near the end.
Yes, it does. And it's fun for that. Uh, that is also a game that got a remake for the original Xbox, and people get mad at the remake because they censor all of the cussing in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, but I've always found that to be more funny than actually letting the lines play out the way they did on N64.
Yep. Because Nintendo's supposed to be the one that's the big censoring company.
Mm-hmm.
And Microsoft are like, oh, okay, well, they're the badass company now with the Xbox and all this other stuff. And it's like, no, we're gonna censor Conker. He's too potty mouthed.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've always found like the bleeping to be like one of the funniest things in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know what word's gonna be there, so just having the censorship be there like just makes it so funny.
Yep. Oh yeah, going back to Jet Force Gemini, that game has multiplayer. It's a weird multiplayer because it's like mostly deathmatch. But even during the gameplay, you can have player 2 take control of your little helper guy, and it's actually kind of useful.
Yeah, that was one of the interesting things too, because you have to find that in one of the later levels, like on one of the starships, I believe. One of the starship levels, and then you can have the co-op.
And
Oh,
then
there we
you
go. We
unlock
actually had him
the
attacking
multiplayer.
us. That guy didn't have honor for a change. Oh, I need to remember that we need him to come to us. I get so greedy.
So what I do, I just walk up and down in a straight line, and he will miss you, and then you just bash him.
Yep. Like I said, I get greedy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you can't be greedy with that guy. It never works. He just kills you.
Yep. Can't speedrun this part.
There we go. Normally you just slam these guys until they're dead, but that one got away from me a couple times. There we go.
Nice.
Perfect. But yeah, Rare's really does have such an amazing history over the past 40 years.
Yeah. Like we said, they started off pretty humble beginnings. There's really nerdy programmers who reverse engineered the Famicom. They got picked up by Nintendo right as they were launching the NES. And then they basically became a second party developer, which means everything Nintendo related, they were one of the first companies to get their hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
So they were known for being really good at programming, especially for PAL. So you'll have, if anyone who owns our Battletoads Double Dragon release for NES, we included both versions, NEA and PAL, just because it's programmed differently. Like other companies, when they will program for PAL, they will just add a code so that it just what do you call it? It slows down the game to 50 hertz, which means it'll run at 50 hertz, but the audio will slow down. So you'll see some of our European friends who have PAL consoles and know this. They'll play some games and the audio just sounds a little off when they when they see like videos of the NTSC version.
Sonic.
Mhm. So what Rare did is like, well, they they're a UK developer, so they have to deal with PAL all the time. So they would code their PAL games, some of their PAL games differently. Specifically, also for RC Prime 2, we're releasing a PAL version and an NTSC version just because there's certain programming differences between them, and just to be safe, we want to keep it separated.
Gotta keep them separated.
Yeah, but yeah, then Nintendo kept them on for quite a long time. They stuck around till beyond the N64 era. I think around the GameCube era. That's when Microsoft purchased them.
Yes, so they also released Star Fox Adventures.
Yes, and that was going to be a different game, and then Nintendo's like, turn this into a Star Fox game.
disservice to both games, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
the original N64 version prototype of Dinosaur Planet did get released online a few years back.
Yep. But yeah, Super NES era was Donkey Kong Country, Killer Instinct, stuff like that.
Oh,
And
darn.
64 era, you had GoldenEye, which I mean,
Wasn't that made by like a
probably.
7-person team even within Rare?
And none of the devs had ever worked on a shooter before.
It was supposed to be an on-rails game originally too.
And then Perfect Dark was a spiritual successor to that. Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Diddy Kong's Racing,
Banjo-Tooie.
Banjo-Tooie, then they did,
Whoops.
I think, was, Conker their last Nintendo game?
Their last N64 game, yeah.
And then after that, they got acquired. And then they did Grab by the Ghoulies, Perfect Dark Zero, Viva Pinata. Did they do Cameo?
Yes. That was one of... They had 2 360 launch games with Cameo and Perfect Dark Zero. But yeah, there was supposed to be Donkey Kong Racing. If you had one of the GameCube boxes from the early days, it had previews of Donkey Kong Racing.
Yep, I remember that.
But then yeah, the last the last Rare game we got on Nintendo was Star Fox, I believe. Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
Oh yeah, let's just stay in this animation. Come on over. Love it. That worked out well.
Oh, yeah, and then I think around that time, once the Microsoft stuff happened, that's when there was some shuffling between their devs and stuff. So if you kept up, some of the former devs of Rare ended up forming the company that did Time Splitters.
Was Free Radical.
Oh, Free Radical, sorry.
We recently did Time Splitters 2 for a podcast on our channel here. And yeah, if you're a fan of Rare's work with GoldenEye, like, you will love Time Splitters.
Yeah, that's just I can't tell you how many. Like, I never played through the campaign of either. And that game came out when I was in university, and that was always like, if we're not playing Double Dash or if we're not playing Smash, we're playing Time Splitters 2 multiplayer all the time.
Yeah, that was a fun experience to finally play through that, because I had never played any of the Time Splitters games. And so, yeah, Time Splitters 2, it's like, wow. It's almost GoldenEye to a fault at times, but yeah, that was interesting. Wasted that invincibility there, but that's alright.
Yeah, but going back to their more retro releases, at least in the NES era, NES/Game Boy era, they had a very eclectic collection of publishers besides Nintendo.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the Battletoads games being under Trade West, which is basically just a branch of like trusted publishers that they had, so nothing big. But they did a bunch of games under Milton Bradley. I remember California Games,
Slalom.
which is Slalom. They did a Jeopardy game. They were just all over the place. They did the whole Who Framed Roger Rabbit game under LJN.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. That's the one which had the hilarious. It has a phone number that you had to call in real life.
Oh, that's funny.
That eventually got bought up by an adult hotline.
Oh no.
Around the late 90s. So,
oh no.
Yeah. I mean, I think now it's offline and stuff, but
Yeah.
like, you're supposed to like get a password from a pre-recorded message. They did a bunch of games you would consider like beneath Rare, but they would jump on and like handle the port or handle the development or the testing or whatever. So a lot of game show games, like I said, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. On the Game Boy, I think they also did the same. Double Dare, the Nickelodeon game, or yeah. Uh,
I mean, you got to eat. Got to keep the studio afloat. So, I mean, those types of games are what a lot of studios do to make it between their major releases. So, I mean, look at how Gearbox got their start. They ported games to PC. They made expansions for the original Half-Life. And then they finally came out with their own stuff with Borderlands.
Yep. They did a lot of licensed games. WWE, or I guess back then WWF.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. They also did Pirates on the NES, and I guess that kind of leads into what they're currently doing with the Thieves.
Yeah.
A lot of Battletoads games.
Yeah, I'd say that would be their biggest franchise back in the 8 and 16-bit era.
On the arcade as well.
It's tunnel segment, man.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I game overed on it this time. Didn't have all the lives we had last time.
Dang.
That's unfortunate.
Well. Oh yeah, Blast Corp on N64.
Oh no. Forgot to unplug the smart TV like I said I would.
But yeah, everybody, don't forget, there is a giveaway. Posting the link now in chat. Click that link. Enter. Each entry gives you an X amount of tickets. That's an opportunity for each time when we randomly pick the winners. There'll be 2 winners, one for each game. The winner will get to decide PAL or NTSC for RC Program 2. And we'll be selecting the winners probably by Monday morning. And if the winner wants to announce it, we will. Otherwise, we'll just keep it anonymous. It's up to them.
Sounds good. Make sure you get in on that, everybody.
And if you don't want to gamble with winning a free copy, you can get your pre-order in by Sunday, the 13th. That's when pre-orders in. It's open pre-order, so whatever people order, that's what we will produce. And then after that, no more. If you were lucky enough, however, over on Castlemania Games, we had our friends over there to release some of our extras of other published titles. So head over to Castlemania Games, see if they have any left. Otherwise, I think most of them have sold out by now. But basically, we had extra copies, usually the extras that we keep for customer service, any damages or whatever. So no, it's not like we're making more. We just had some spares that we decided to kind of allow people to repurchase. So go over there, have a look if you prefer. Otherwise, thanks for joining the stream. We'll be doing RC Piranha 2 once we get as far as we can here.
Yes.
No pressure. I need you to put on your Hammer and Harry pants on.
I really do. I am not showcasing this well at the moment. But I just remembered we can do the nice little double tap forward attack to deal with the guys in front of us.
Yes.
So
and that's another thing with the programming. Like, they included so many moves with just a D-pad and 2 buttons.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's try this again, doing it this way. Nope, not that way. All right, so for the guys that spawn in the back, if we just keep moving forward as we attack them, then they don't devastate us.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guys that spawn in front, we can take out with a single hit. There we go. We got it. As we die.
So, all this talk of Rare, I guess we should also mention Technos Japan, which is the caretakers of Double Dragon. I guess now they fall under Arc System Works, so that explains that. But yeah, Double Dragon has a very, very complex history. I believe the first one was actually an arcade game called Renegade, and that splintered off between the Kunio-kun series, so like the River City games, and then the Double Dragon became kind of like the arcade beat 'em up games. So that was kind of splintered off, but there's a lot of similarities. And in fact, if you own or if you bought the Technos collection, you'll see both the Renegade, the Kunio-kun games are mixed in with the Double Dragon games. But yeah, the Arc System Works now holds the license for both of those franchises. And what's interesting is for a lot of the ports for Double Dragon were almost never handled by Technos Japan. They just licensed it out to another company, which explains why it's very inconsistent with Billy and Jimmy having different colors, different hair, different outfits every time. It wasn't until I think the animated series that they finally like, okay, Billy is the blue one with black hair and Jimmy's the red one with blonde hair. But yeah, that series, I think Neon was the last. No, Neon wasn't the last one, but Neon was like their return to form, basically.
Oops.
And I think they have what, Double Dragon 5? No, that came out before Neon. I don't know. But yeah, they're kind of coming back now with more Double Dragon games in development. So it's nice to see that happen. But for this game, they pretty much just said, "Rare, here are our characters. Go for it."
The other thing about the original Double Dragon for arcades is like it was really hard to emulate as well for a while. I don't know if that's changed in the recent years, but it used to be one of the harder ones. So you'd get tons of slowdown.
Yeah. Big old bulky motherboards. Yeah, pretty much anything River City is related to
City
Double
Girls.
Dragon and all that stuff.
All right, so we could play this a lot smarter this time. Not be so greedy. Yeah. There we are.
What's funny is both franchises went to do animated series. Double Dragons came out first and was reasonably successful. I think it was 2 seasons or 3 seasons. And then Battletoads had a had a what do you call it? Had one episode created for a potential series, and no one picked it up.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. Like, with how popular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was, like, it could have had a shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was during the era of just a lot of Saturday morning cartoons and a lot of franchises already kind of being well established at that point. Like you said, Ninja Turtles. There were, I believe Rare even said like they designed the game so it would have a lot of merchandise and its own show. I believe a Bucky O'Hare, Biker Mice from Mars, like those kind of style shows. Yeah. Like both of those had games. I think even
Yeah.
Mighty Max was
Mighty
another
Max,
one.
yep, remember that one.
Yeah, the Double Dragon theme song was quite memorable too. Battletoads, I mean, if you saw the pilot episode, it's on YouTube. Just look up Battletoads TV pilot. The animation is super basic. I think the toads don't even have like textures on their skin. It's just color. It's almost goofy. I think if they would have taken the more serious kind of like tone, like even Double Dragon was kind of avoided the goofiness too.
Yeah.
I think it probably would have lasted, or at least it would have gotten picked up.
Remembered the hazards this time.
Yep. Stay over there.
Gargoyles. Can't forget gargoyles either. That got
Yeah.
a Genesis game.
Yeah, the game came after for Gargoyles, but like once you saw the show, you're like, oh, I totally play a video game of this.
Yeah, and it was a good game too.
Mm-hmm. Hard, but great.
All right. We'll eat the damage on that to get through that quicker. All right, so now we get a couple of 1-ups again, which is great. Well, one up because I didn't have the score to get this.
Wow.
I'm not.
Great.
Yeah, that was that felt like it was saying I was doing too good finally, and it needed to put me back in my place.
Oh yeah, they also had a cameo in Ready Player One, if I remember.
Oh, for Battletoads?
Yeah.
I sadly have not seen that movie yet.
I have not seen it either, but I do have it on my notes here that they were in it.
That's fun.
And then, of course, Rash is a playable fighter in the Killer Instinct from 2013.
Mm-hmm. That was a good fighting game. Like, I'm not a hardcore fighting game fan, but it's like, that was a very enjoyable game to play casually.
Yeah. I like watching tournaments all the time, like fighting game tournaments in general, and that game always gets like really hyped up. Oh wow, you didn't get hit. That's great.
Yep. We got to give ourselves one chance to suck at everything, and then we'll bust it out the right way. There we go. All right, and then we just need to remember that the speed conveyor is coming up here after the next segment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Okay, fine.
One thing I remember from
Oh, it wasn't up high enough yet. Darn.
Ooh.
I thought I had that. Thought we were going to look cool.
One thing I remember when we did an event before, I think it was SoCal Gaming Expo, one of the earlier ones that I went to. The guy who does, or there was a guy or a group, I don't know who it is, but they do art of Nintendo Power, like all the covers.
Oh, that's cool.
And they had a big old easel with the big old printout of the Battletoads Double Dragon Nintendo Power cover.
Oh, that's fun.
And they were displaying it just as we were about to announce the NES.
Oh, that's so fun. Just perfect lineup right there.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, time for the speed conveyor after we get through electricity. There we go. Ooh, invincibility ran out just in time. Or we made it through just in time before it ran out. Just got a new piece this time for Mega Man X3. Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Big fan of Mega Man X franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Huge fan. Alright.
Got
So,
it this time.
as you can tell, I play as the Toads more often. Oh, it still got me. Alright.
Conveyor time? Oh, you did that.
Go up. Up. Didn't see that one coming in time. Oh, okay. Did not see that one coming from the right side of the screen. I was so focused on the one on the other side. Alright, now let's get this switch. Oh, and no damage that time. Nice.
Excellent.
Alright, let's get birds out of our way here. There we go. Andy can attest I love my Mega Man. Still need to put it in my Zero statue somewhere. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I've had this Mega Man X/Mega Man Zero lock screen on my phone for maybe 10 years. Oh, I want this. Oh, I was already full health. I guess it didn't matter. Alright, we'll let the level work for us here. Instead of being greedy.
Another funny thing about Battletoads Double Dragon is that on the Game Boy you don't really have too many good beat 'em ups. But if you look at any top list of like even top 10, like I guarantee you more than half of them are either Battletoads, Double Dragon, or Battletoads Double Dragon.
And that would be fair.
Mm-hmm.
It really would be fair.
There weren't very many, at least not very many that were good. Like you had what? Lethal Weapon, Kung Fu Master. I think there was a couple Power Ranger ones, which kind of mirrored the one on the SNES. Guardian Heroes. I think there was a Dragon Ball one. I know there was an Astro Boy one, but I don't even know that those are considered like actual beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
They're kind of more like side-scrolling action platformer, but you punch and kick.
There's just like the 16-bit era was defined by beat 'em ups, like, and there's so many good ones. So I mean, Streets of Rage for Genesis fans, or what was it called in other territories?
Burning Fist or something like that. Oh, well, Bare Knuckle. Sorry,
Bare Knuckle. That's it. Because I know that I know there's like some sort of discourse about the European version of 3 being better than the NTSC version or something.
It's funny. There's a game hilariously developed by Samsung that was on the Mega Drive. Well, it's going to be on the Mega Drive. It was actually not released, but it's similar, almost like for like with Streets of Rage, but like the people who actually got to play it said it was way better. It's called City Heroes or City Hero, and I have no idea. Like that prototype is missing forever. Like all they have is just the press shots and people who actually played it, their commentary, but that's it. And Samsung developed like a few games, and most of them went unreleased.
Yeah, it's weird that they were making that push into gaming for a while there, and then just kind of like abandoned it.
Well, I think it had to go with there was like a Korean law enacted that prevented software development for like Japanese games or set for Japanese consoles, so they just like pulled the plug on it.
Yeah. That would make sense. And then there was that time period when China would like ban all outside consoles for like 20 years. Okay, there we go. That is how that was supposed to look last time.
You did it, and you got what? One extra continue?
I got an extra life out of that, and I still have 2 more continues.
Nice.
So, now for the space asteroid segment. Yeah. So we press A to move and B to shoot. And so this is very much kind of like playing asteroids here, as you can tell.
Yes. That was their intent, to give you a little asteroid level. And then it changes you from being an asteroid ship to just facing the big old ship boss with different controls.
Yeah.
This part is a little bit tedious, at least on the NES. On the SNES, it's not that bad.
Alright. Oh, ate that shot, didn't mean to. Whenever I get an asteroid style game, I rarely move like I need to. Oh, that counted as a hit? That didn't even touch me.
Wow.
Okay, I only
Maybe it
have
went
one
off
continue.
screen.
Maybe. I don't know. That was weird. I would not have called that a hit, but it's alright. But yeah, I mean, even this segment for a Game Boy game, like, this is running incredibly smooth compared to other Game Boy shooters that have existed in time that run so incredibly slow. Like, that's one of the key points of this game that we've kind of, like, been saying is, like, it's butter.
Yeah, Rare knew their stuff, or at least Rare took the time to learn their stuff.
Yes.
They just have really good programmers.
Yep.
I believe the team for this was only like 4 people.
Which is nuts to think about.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the nice things, though. Like, Game Boy has had such a re-emerging scene over the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much cool stuff going on in the scene. Oh, no. I want that. No,
very
no.
much
Oh, no.
good.
How did I just... Okay. That's right. These, like, devastate you. Yeah, those are one-hit kills. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful. You just gotta zoom up and out. Up and
Yep.
down to that part.
Yep. We forgot that those were one-hit kills. Dang.
Yeah, but it's the limitations of the console. I mean, we see a lot of indie devs do amazing things on NES.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we released Always Awakening, for God's sakes.
Yeah, 8-bit edition of Always Awakening. Very fantastic port of that game.
Oh, was that the last continue?
Yeah, that was my last continue. Do we want to move on to RC Pro-Am 2
Yeah.
then?
Let's do it.
All right. Give us 1 minute while we get things set up here. We're going to be doing a multiplayer session of RC Pro-Am 2 here. And we'll start that segment off with show and tell. We just need to get everything set up real quick. So we will be right back. All right, so we are back with some show and tell for RC Pro-Am 2 here. So again, just a beautiful looking box here right off the bat that just really shines the spirit of the game here. And you might be wondering why there is an airplane dropping bombs on the cars, and you will see that soon enough. But that is very appropriate to the game. But again, all of the vehicles and the plane and the bombs, that's all nice and glossy here, with the embossing on the text, and then of course the backgrounds are all matte and magnetic hinge box design again to make it so that these don't suffer from wear as easily as traditional NES boxes do, and the same specs as an NES box size here, so that way it fits on your shelf next to the rest of your NES box collection very seamlessly. It's beautiful. But again, logos on the sides for RC Pro-Am 2, Rare, Retro Bit here, and then game logos in white on the top and bottom. And then we got the checkered flags on the back to show us off there. And again, when this is finally released to retail, it'll probably come with that outer box protector with information about the game on the back that we see with other Retrobit releases. But this one is a bit more complete as far as box contents go. So inside we've got artwork for the game itself here. So this is pretty much exactly what it looks like in game. But we've got the little plastic cover here that goes over the game and its additional acrylic stand. So the acrylic stand will probably come inside its own box here. This one is just loose at the moment. But this is one of the fun aspects of this release. So for North America, we are getting this black cartridge. So it's got a nice matte label, gold text on RC Pro-Am 2, and that same artwork that we saw on the front of the box. And then, of course, you can see the name of the game on top. And so, very fun cart design here. I'm loving the glossy edges and stripe on this one. So, get some shine to it. And then, of course, the rest of it is matte. And then on the back, got the labels and then little RC Pro-Am 2 car there. And so, for PAL regions, the PAL version of the game has that same artwork and label artwork, but as you can see, the cart is lighter shade of gray than typical NES carts. What was the name for this one? Asphalt gray?
Raceway
gray. That's right. But glossy stripe and sides again, and then matte cart all around. So very fun, and it helps to distinguish which version of the game you are getting, or if you're trying to hoard every copy of RC Pro-Am 2 that was ever existing, you know exactly which one's PAL or NTSC. And so the game comes with an acrylic stand, so it looks just like this. We got a little player one car here jumping over one of the ramps, and then it just holds your NES cart nice and easy for you to display on a shelf. So very cool. I love these acrylic cart ideas. I really want to take advantage of them more. I don't have a shelf for them yet, but when I do, oh man. So RC Pro-Am 2 is also going to come with a few collectible stickers. So as you can see, these are high shiny gloss holographic type deals. And you get all 4 of the car colors and then just a big game logo. So for those of you sticker fans out there, got some goodies coming your way. And now, once again, full color instruction booklet. And this is a racing game, so there is still a good amount of content in here considering that it is just a racing game. But, you know, how to use the game. Overview of the game. And then things that will appear on the tracks for you to use. There's more than you'd expect. Scoring championship points. And then, of course, upgrades and different arsenals and weapons that can be found. But yes, there are weapons in this game, which is great. Additional pickups. Tracks. Bonus games, and then, of course, a note section with some wonderful artwork here. So, again, a lot of detail added to this that, many might not really think about adding, but, it just goes, again, above to meet expectations. And then inside artwork of one of the cars here. So no certificate of authenticity available on this one yet to show you all, but as you saw at Battletoads Double Dragon, I hope you have the basic gist of what it will look like. And there we go.
Good. It's all in progress too, but it's pretty close to final.
Yep. Things are still subject to change, but yeah. Looks good. Mm-hmm. What is available now is already looking great, and I cannot wait till the final retail release to show this off more.
Another aspect, just to make it easier for us putting the games together, the boards are actually different colors. So the black one has a black one, and the gray one has a white one. You can't see it right now, but for those of you who like to pop open the games just to look at the boards, you'll have a nice little treat for you there.
Oh, very cool. All right, shall we dig into some multiplayer gaming of RC Pro-Am 2 then?
Let's do it. I will believe you're player 1. Chris, one of our team members, is player 2, the blue car, and I will be player 3, the green car.
Yep. Let's go ahead and get this race started. All right. There we go. Looks incredible. It really does, Toasty. All right. So, here we are. Dive right in.
See if I got the controls right.
All right. So, there's a lot of stuff on the track you can pick up. So, as you've seen, there is money available. There's also a lot of hazards and obstacles that need to be overcome. And then, of course, the little boost pads as well to keep you going. So, the interesting thing about this game to me is that it is just single screen 4-player racing on the NES. Yep. Split screen probably would have been very hard to implement for this style of a game.
Plus, it's an overhead game, so you would have to calculate 4 sprites times 4, so 16 sprites at one time.
Yeah, and
that would be too much.
That's pushing the hardware beyond reasonable limits.
Clearly do not have enough cash, so you can press start to continue on from here, or you can try to buy something if you can.
Yeah, I meant to buy something, but I didn't. Oh wait, I can go back in. Good.
There you go.
Because I have enough to buy the motor, so now I'm just at an unfair advantage with all of you. There we go. All right. So let's have Chris press start here. Chris is player 2, correct?
Yes.
All right. We don't have Chris on the call, though, unfortunately.
No.
Controller isn't working. Oh, perfect.
Oh.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Make sure that... yeah. Good stuff. Okay. So... I'd say try disconnecting it, reconnecting it, and we can quickly restart the game to verify that things are working the way they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So, is yours working as well? There we go. There we go. Now they're all in.
Okay. I'll let Chris take player 2, so we keep all the same colors.
Yeah.
Need to press start to enter.
Yeah. Might still be having a bit of a input issue there. Alright.
Yeah.
Nada on input there.
Should we continue just us two then?
Yeah, we could do that. So
Alright.
if it works for you to press start, yeah, okay.
It puts me player 3 anyway. Okay.
Yeah, because you got assigned to player 3, so that makes sense. All right,
Alright.
we'll just do 2-player then. That's fine. All right, so B to go. Ooh, got a boost start.
Oh, why is my car not? Oh, there it goes.
But yeah, RC Pro-Am 1 and 2 were probably one of my bigger surprise games on Rare Replay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really enjoyed playing through these.
There's a lot of depth, and like as simple as the game is, like obviously the music's not amazing, the graphics aren't like really crazy, but the gameplay is like really solid. Like
It's
a
fun.
lot of the reviews, if you go back to look up any of the reviews for even the first one or this one, it's just really tight controls and a lot of track variety, and you get that. It's a lot of fun.
It takes some getting used to if you've never played this style of racing game to do the turning and stuff, because it isn't as intuitive. Like, how do I describe this? It's not like a modern racer, obviously, because the overhead view makes it so your turns are going to be different than how a normal racer would handle. So it's like we're going left here, but I have to press right to turn the car.
You have to put yourself in the driver's seat, so to speak. Dude, why am I
Yes.
going so slow? Okay, there we go.
So it is very different. And obviously taking the inside of the corners is what you want to do to get the most speed. Or get the fastest time possible, I guess. And then,
Like, there's definitely a lot of strategy in it.
Yep. And the limitation of the NES makes it so Andy always gets pulled back up to me, so
Yeah, there's a
best
tethering,
rubber
so to
banding.
speak. Rubber banding, yeah. I need that engine.
Yes, you do. All right. So how many tracks are in this game again? Like 24?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we got the skinnies. Yeah, like I said, I really enjoy this game.
Yeah. It's really quick to just get into, like, just press start and go.
Yep. And it might take a while to, like, get the steering down. Up. Oh, no, I exploded.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Yellow got the one up. How dare he? All right. Last time.
Oh, crap.
Just slammed into you. That was great. Oh, missing all that wonderful money. Oh, so much money on the table.
Yeah. All these pickups are all the pickups are important except for the slicks. Obviously, you don't want to pick them. Body block.
Yep.
That didn't help me.
Oh, at least I didn't explode. Money? Nope. Darn.
I think I got. Oh, it's always gonna give me second.
But yeah, so as you can see, getting first place in this game is very important because you get a lot more money, and getting the upgrades is essential to winning. Once you get past like track 6, it's like if you don't have that motor, you're essentially like screwed.
Oh, everything costs 2,000.
Yeah. What was the extra part again? Ammo. Yeah, we don't need ammo. The guns can be nice. At the first gun, when you shoot enemies, it gives you their money. Enemies, other racers. It gives you their money. So it's like really rude. Oh,
Also, there is kind of like an acceleration boost at the light you can sort of get sometimes,
Yeah, the power
but it's
start.
very minuscule. Yeah, it's very minuscule.
Oh, we're losing to the computers right now. There's
Yeah,
there
they got the
is
light.
there's the plane. So for those of you that
Oh,
were wondering about the plane on the box art, that is why the plane is there. Because the plane will just bomb the
oh, I
crap
blew
out of
up.
you. Oh, that was a bad turn. Oh, missed the boosts. No. Oof, that rubber banding is so confusing sometimes. So another funny thing about this game, the CPUs will usually stop once the first person crosses the finish line. And
Mhm.
it'll let you get second usually. It didn't happen to me that time. I actually ended up getting third.
Really?
Yep. The yellow car did not
Mm.
stop like he normally does. He was a little too close to the finish line.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm saving up for that next motor because definitely need that. Get us the black motor over the red motor. But yeah, these tracks can get pretty complicated. But yes, there's that power start that we mentioned earlier.
Hmm.
And there's actual NOS pickups up. Oh no! Yeah, so there's NOS pickups that are really important.
Wow, he lapped yellow.
I think yellow's in first, actually.
Oh, he is. I'm bouncing.
Alright, we
That's
got...
another thing. The physics on this game should not like you don't see this on like many other early NES games.
Yeah, it's kind of like their Solar Jetman game, where there actually
Hmm.
is attention to detail in that. Because this track especially, it has that river that we just jumped over, so we bounced over it. If you don't bounce over it, it slows you down so much.
Hmm.
And it's disgusting. See, I could just let Andy do all the hard work for me right here, and I'll just rubber band up to him and crash into the wall. But see, I could just let the rubber banding happen. Oh, see, there we go. I hit the river, and it slowed me down so much.
Woo!
I
There
meant
we
to
go.
use a NOS boost there so I could beat him, but it did not happen. Oh well, that's all right. We're
We're
tied
now
now.
tied.
We're tied now. Oh boy, it's getting interesting now up in here, folks. But yes, what up, Crux? All right.
4,000.
Yep, 4,000. That's why I was saving up for it. It's a brutal one. All right, and then the next set of tires are 7,000.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then what's the next motor? 10 or 8,000. Yep, that's right, the silver motor. So yeah, it gets intense in the upgrade department.
Yeah, it goes up to gold if I'm not mistaken.
Oh
Oh shoot!
I just didn't press the right button there. That was great. But I have the fast engine, so it doesn't matter as much.
Oh, I blew up.
Oh, yellow's gone.
Yellow's been getting those engine upgrades.
Apparently. Oh, I wanted that pickup. Oh, that I was not prepared for that turn. I need to look at the map better. Because that's the other thing. The map is really handy on knowing what turn's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And like you got the arrows on the road that help out a lot too. But the
They're not
map
always
is
there,
a
though.
lot more useful than you would expect. Alright, so there's that. That's alright. Come on, get it. Yes. Avoid the oil slick. There we go.
I'm not doing too good.
That's alright. This game has its moments of you doing good and terrible all at once.
Yeah. Oh shoot! I went the wrong way.
There we go. Oh gosh, I almost missed the boost. Oh, I think yellow would have won if I hadn't gotten that boost.
I turned into the tires.
Oh
That
no.
was terrible. But at least I can get the engine now and hopefully keep up for the next few.
Yep. Yeah, I'm probably gonna save up for the next engine to be honest.
Oh,
Track
this is the one that
7.
has the twist in the middle.
Oh yeah, this one's confusing. You're not first, you're last. Oof. All right, so you were able to get the engine. All right, the race is on. This is the one that Oh,
Oh shit! I
yeah.
went the wrong
See,
way.
you tried to go the you tried to go the wrong way. This one's
Yeah.
confusing, man. Oh, that's right. All the water hazards right here on this turn blow. Oh
I'm spinning everywhere.
no! That's too bad.
Oh no, I didn't take the boost.
Yeah, I didn't either. I'm relying on you to rubber band me back up to the front right now.
Oh no, no, I did it again. Okay. Save myself this time.
Oh, this game's fun. There we go, got it. No!
We both crashed.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh no.
You can't ride the sides, unfortunately. It actually does damage to your car.
Alright, we gotta get up here. Oh, that was close!
Last place.
I snuck the win in there.
I get no money! Or I get no points. Dang.
Oof.
Dang, you're... Wait, what? Oh, because I lost, yeah.
Yeah, because you got last, so you have to use up one of the continues. Or am I? Yeah, I'm here still. Okay. Yeah, so I'm 1,000 away from the silver motor. Oh, yeah, this game is friggin' fun to me, man.
Yeah.
Especially in multiplayer.
Yeah, you get 4 people on this, it's a blast.
Because that's what's funny. I've never played this multiplayer before now. Like, this is so fun.
Alright, they're using the NOS, but I'm going to hold on to mine. Oh, because that's going to happen.
Yep. Oh, gosh, get me out of here.
Well, I don't have any NOS. This is not good.
Yeah, I think
Or Nitro Boost, as they call it.
I think I have like 3 left. Oh, they're faster than me somehow.
Yeah, AI is getting too strong now.
Oh gosh, no!
Dang.
No! Oh, we got him too. So, who is it out in front? Yellow? Yellow's just gone at this point.
Yeah, Yellow's got this.
Best we can hope for is second. Oh, I was trying to pick up that NOS. Alright, we can hope Yellow gets bombed, but I don't think the plane spawns unless we're here. Or maybe it doesn't spawn on the second lap at all, apparently.
I don't think it's a spawn. I think it's a weapon. Oh, I'm going to lose this one now. Dang.
It ain't over yet.
Nah.
Oh, it is over.
It is now. It's just a straightaway at the end there. So.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Another continue for me.
Alright. Alright, so Tuggo Truck Challenge to pull your opponent
A,
to the...
B, as fast as possible.
Okay, here we go.
I win.
Okay.
Just go A, B, A, B, A, B.
That's what I was trying to do. It wasn't doing anything.
Yay, 3,000. Wait, you get 3,000 as well?
I guess. It doesn't make much sense, but hey, at least I can get the silver motor now, so I'll take it.
Oh, I'm 1,000 away.
Alright, so what's
How
the
do I
next
get out of
motor?
this?
Gold motor, 16,000. Okay. And then the next tires were 7,000, so I'll need to get those some point. I don't know. Should I get a gun? Like, should I just start blasting people?
Wait, did I already get the skinnies? What?
Alright, we're gonna blast people now. Like, we're gonna get violent up in here.
I'm just gonna continue and hope I get some stay in the money and not finish last like every other time.
Oh gosh, ramps! I shot Andy before.
Wow.
I shot Andy before dying. That was cruel. So yeah, this guy's in star power mode right now.
Yeah, Yellow's nuts, dude. He's way
Give me your
ahead.
money. All right.
I got third at least.
Yeah, no continues used at least. I like how it totally spun you around as I died.
Mm-hmm. But that just puts the importance on like all your power-ups, all the weapons are like super important. They will turn the whole thing around for you.
Mm-hmm. Stole some money from Yellow.
Oh, there's bombs in this one?
Yup. No money for Blue. That's the thing too. NOS and your gun are on the same button, so when you have a NOS pickup, it'll use that instead of your gun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I spun into the wall.
Oh!
There's that bomb.
Yeah. I thought Yellow hit it, so I was like, oh, I'm free.
They never hit them, man. They're not kind enough to hit
Also,
them. Oh
the
no!
power-ups are color-coded, so if they are your color, only you can pick it up, but if it's flashing all colors, that means anyone can pick them up.
Oh!
Yes! Kept the NOS for the end.
I did. I wanted that first place victory again. But I'll take second.
I'm catching up at least.
Excellent. Oh, that was good. Alright, so track 11, 2 laps.
And that's the thing, these races are reasonably quick.
They are.
I'm gonna get the skinnies. Wait.
You already have those, don't you?
Oh, I already have them. Oh, I'm in the wrong menu. Guns. Buckshot. I guess that's the only one you can get. Oh, missiles.
Lasers, yep. Bombs.
12,000, 15,000.
Freeze. Oh, man, yep.
Alright, we're just gonna hold on to what we got now. Yeah, the missiles are nuts. They will actually destroy the car ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the money, Blue.
Don't take my money!
Still Andy's money. There, I gave you some of Blue's.
We're losing, dude.
Yeah, we are. It's alright, I'm getting money. Dude, Yellow is just gone.
Yeah, I don't know what drugs Yellow is on, but he's flying, dude.
Yeah, I don't know how he's flying past us that fast when I'm on a silver engine already. But he's just gone.
He's gonna catch up to you on points, man.
Yeah. Catching up alright. Or Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this one's got that skinny segment. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, so far from the gold motor.
7,000.
Yeah, mega motor, so you can get up to 50k.
Maybe I'll get the gun too.
Yeah.
I'll save up. Wow, Yellow almost has the Pro-Am spelled out. So what happens when you have Pro-Am 2 spelled out? It upgrades your car completely. You become like a dragster racer, or I don't even know what you call those things.
Yeah, he has it fully spelled out. So like,
he has it.
Yeah, he's fully spelled out. So he's just gonna be nuts from now on.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of over now at this point.
No, if we can hit him with stuff where he runs into stuff. Well, he won't because AI, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I ran out of bullets. Darn. But yeah, there's tiles on the track right there. So there was the 2.
Yeah, the letters.
Like I'm almost there.
Dang it! I hit the bomb.
It's alright.
I'm not gonna
I rubber banded you back into this. Oh no! Now I didn't. All right, it's time for me to use a continue. Oh no! I wanted that R. Yeah, this is done.
Jeez, so fast.
Yeah, it's done now.
Well, we're just gonna be fighting for second then, unless you blow him up.
All right, so there we go. Now I have to use one of my continues. All right, so track 13.
Our tires, knobblies.
Yeah. Oh, if I want tires or to wait for the next motor upgrade again at this point, since he's already so fast.
So motor, obviously your speed, tires is maneuverability, and also you don't get slowed down as much by hazards.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm lucky I didn't explode. Oh no.
Oh!
Bye. Attack the AI!
Oh no! Yeah.
Attack the AI!
No!
That's not okay.
That's not cool, man.
It doesn't even attack them at all. Oh good, I got a
That's
one
like-
up.
Oh no.
Yeah, this one's done. Look how far ahead yellow is.
And blue.
Oh no!
Oh no! On the ice?
That's not alright, man.
It's like you can't even maneuver on that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
only one lap, too. That was bad. Oh, that was bad. I should have let you win. Because, I think
Is
you're
this
out of
game over?
continues, yeah.
Womp womp. Well, you can finish up and see.
We'll see how far I get with these 2 lives. It's not gonna go
Nope.
well. Not with yellow already fully maxed out. Like, that's disgusting. Alright, track 14, 3 laps. Oh boy. And I'm
this is gonna be
2,000 short from the motor upgrade. Dang. Alright, screw it. We'll get the tires.
You're a few letters off too.
Oh, I should have gotten these tires instead of the Noblies. Dang. Oh well. It's alright. It's alright.
I don't think it lets you skip upgrades.
Maybe not. That's the thing too. It's like you're not here, but green car still exists with all of
That's
your
kinda weird.
upgrades.
nice!
I
You
got
took a
star
blow!
power, baby! They just back past me though because they're fully upgraded.
Yeah.
That's
That's why
dirty.
it's better with human AI or with human players.
Yeah, it really is. Because it gets rough.
You just gotta use your speed boost.
Yeah.
Still one more lap.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Now your last lap.
Yep. Here we go again.
Nice. You're not that far off.
Alright, I think I still have one more NOS boost too. We'll have to use it on
Not yet. Okay, now use it.
No, I didn't! No! No!
Oh!
Oh no! I thought
Blue got upgraded, but they were last place.
Blue
they
got
the letters,
upgraded,
that's
Blue was upgraded last race.
why.
But now I'm tied with yellow. Rough.
Yikes.
Yeah, but since I didn't get the Pro-Am, it's like, yeah, this is a bit rough.
Hard, bro.
Yeah, green's upgraded now too.
Oh no.
So I'm the only one that's not upgraded because I don't have the A. So yeah, this is pretty much it for me. Like I have one more continue after this. So I need to find an A. There's P's, the 2. But yeah, look how far gone I am.
They're already on 2 bends ahead of you.
And it's like, I'm not doing that terrible on these turns. But yeah, they're gone. They're gone.
I mean, your best bet is just to take your time and like pick up everything on the ground.
Yeah, pretty much at this point.
I mean, you have one more life anyway, right?
Yeah, I'll have one more. But yeah, like,
P.
these are P's. That's the 2. I already got those.
That's another P.
Yeah, I got a question mark one, so I think that'll fill in the last A I need. Whoops, let's explode. That's cool. But let's just let's take a second to appreciate the level design here. Like we actually have a ramp going over the track there, which is really impressive to see on NES.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that they changed from the first RC Pro-Am, which was a lot of the track diversity in the first one was basically just circuit and desert.
Yeah.
And the variety was basically a loop, or a squiggly loop, or a bigger loop, or a tiny loop, or one side tiny, one side bigger. Like the variety of the tracks was very limited before, but they figured it out. In RC Prime 2, you got a lot of track diversity. Some are 1 lap, some are 2 or 3 laps. And you got 4 different places, or what do you call it? Skins, I guess. Basically, you got regular,
didn't.
desert,
Dang.
cityscape, off-road.
All right.
Are you
well,
short?
I
I
didn't
didn't
get
give
the
it to you?
A. I didn't get the. There was no A on that map, so
Dang.
it didn't. It didn't matter. So yeah, unfortunately, this is where my circuit is going to end. I'm just not able to keep up with them at this point.
You got 1 Nas.
Oh,
Just hold on to that to the last lap.
oh no.
Oh.
That does it. It's like slipping out. Okay, not the biggest deal, but
Oh, yellow slipped out.
yeah, yellow's
Twice.
crashing like crazy. But if you oh no, not a
Green
plane.
sent a plane.
Yeah, if I can get third, we could stay in this, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. Yellow's just blowing past me here. Oh, they.
Oh, he blew up.
Oh no,
Aw,
I
so
did
you-
it too though. That
not
might
that
have
far,
saved
though.
me.
And you got some Nas still.
Yeah.
Use it.
Nope, too late.
Oh.
Yep. So that is the end of our circuit here. Like we are done,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. Got second still.
Yeah? What's funny is it still
Brutal.
displays this, and you just can't press anything.
Yeah, there's nothing to do here. But yeah, getting the Pro-Am 2 is essential. And then, of course, the engine upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
Well, made it to 4th in the ranking overall, so I mean, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. And there's more than 24 tracks, apparently.
Yeah, 30.
Yeah, it's 30. I believe the last handful are just like reskins, but like with different hazards.
Yeah. All right, well, do you want to try again, or should we go ahead and close it out there?
I think it's a good time. That's what, 2 hours?
2 hours.
But yeah, please enter the giveaway, guys. I posted the link in the chat. You got a whole 24 hours to enter and 2 chances to win. Pre-orders in on April 13th, this Sunday. Put your pre-orders in for either game or both. We're expecting them to arrive around late summer, around August, and we got a lot of vendors, both in North America. We got, the typical Castlevania, limited run, and if you're in Canada, P&P Games. In Europe, you got a whole variety across Germany, UK, and in Spain as well. And as always, follow us here. You can also join our Discord server, where myself and the rest of the staff are more than happy to answer your questions or just talk about what's going on. Keep up to date. I usually try to tease or reveal things a little bit early for people on our Discord. So yeah, hop on in, say hello, talk about whatever, and we have lots more to reveal for the rest of this year as well. And as far as that goes, I think that's it for me. Of course, give Ryan a follow on his channels as well. Both, if you're into at all on accessorizing or improving your retro gaming experience or even your modern gaming experience, check out his channel. He has lots of tutorials and guides and reviews. So please check him out as well. And I think that's all I got.
Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for checking out the preview stream for these 2 upcoming rare games that Retrobit Publishing is re-releasing. Once again, pre-orders ending on Sunday, 1 and done, so don't miss out. These are really nicely done releases. The quality honestly speaks for itself, and the care that goes into making the packaging, boards, and overall experience is top-notch. Like, love these releases, and happy that I have gotten to showcase these duo of games for you all today, and looking forward to the next time we can appear on this channel. But until then, yeah, we'll see you in the Discord, everybody. Thank you again for joining us today. Later.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.